Well. I keep moving around to different places, guys. I'm all over the world now, and it's weird. But I have a cool background, sort of. There's me over there in the reflection. I tried to set up the lighting in this hotel room, but here I'll show you. Well, no, because there's the see, like, well, looks like any other city, doesn't it? At night. What am I doing? Who cares? Uh, yeah, worldly, Joe Virus. Incredibly worldly. Thank you for noticing. I know, Rain Virus. So we're in this hotel and I'm on the 46th floor. I was like, is that necessary? I have to pee. Like, it took 10 minutes to get up here. It is cool though. Not complaining. Not complaining. It is very cool. Um, hey, Cats Meow. What a cute name. Aaron from Omaha. Haven't caught a live in a while. Miss you too, babe. Miss you too. It's weird too. I know, Joe. It's amazing. The time is weird here too. It's 6:47 here, and it's almost 9 o'clock at home. And I forgot about the time difference. So I just called Huxley and I was like, "Did you feed Gertie? Oh my god!" Because I was thinking it's time to feed her now, but it's later. It's later there. Hey, Linda Perales, Nicole the Kiwi. I know it's a cool view. 46th floor, you guys. We're moving up. No pun intended. We're moving up. Casey 429, nature and paddling. I'm in paddleboarding. I'm in Seattle. Yes. I was in Kansas City this morning and now I'm in Seattle. My sister George, thank you. Laura, yes, I made it. Cats Meow, you're a new subscriber. That's why I don't recognize you. Welcome, my friend. I hope that you stick around, even though I'm about to talk about pooping and periods. Sandy Wandy, Sandy McKenna's in here. You're in your PJs. I bet you are, girl. You're 3 hours ahead. Hey, Keela, Adkempt. Is that the International Space Station that I'm staying in, Adkempt? It is. Hey, Peace Lady. Anita Card. I know it's bougie. Bougie. Did Huxley clean the litter box? Dang, I knew I forgot to ask him something, Yadira. Do you mind messaging him for me? I need to hire some of you. TL, I hear that. Melodramatic. Thank you. Fizzy. Clenna Tuesday. Thank you. Island Life. Love you. Yeah, well, the reason I bring that up is, you guys, my uterus, that train is never late. She's like clockwork. And it's a shame. I knew I was going to start today. And hey, Cindy B. Gretchen Only. I love you, girl. You guys, I got to find a Target or something too. I totally forgot. I've had my beard trimmer for 5 years and it broke this morning. And I was like, oh, perfect. Awesome. What else could go wrong today? I was really excited about it. So I got to take care of that though, because it's starting to get a little bushy. It's getting bushed. And I can't have that. I can't be meeting people with a bushy beard up on top, of course. Fancy Nancy, my faithful uterus. Was Joe right on time? I don't know. Was he? Hey, Mark Hardman. I love Mark Hardman. Mark, thank you again for my Valentine's Day gift yesterday. That was so nice. Thank you, Nancy's Corner. Hi, Lisa W. Yeah, it's a cool hotel room, Gretchen. So, yeah. So, of course, I get up this morning, I washed my hair. I did not curl it. I wanted to curl it. I didn't even bring the damn curler thing because I hear it rains a lot here, and my hair doesn't hold a curl when it gets damp and rainy. So we're gonna look like this for the next few days, and that's just the way it goes. But first, coffee, Susie, you've been sending me some gifts, girl, and I love you for that. Thank you. I'm gonna privately message you. I just haven't yet. How long am I in Seattle? About a week, give or take. We may go back a day early if we can swing that. I'd like to. Gertie is incredibly upset. Bo is shredding toilet paper all over the house. My children at home, my furry children, they let me know when they don't like my lifestyle. I don't know about you guys, but if there's anything that they feel is not lining up with their lifestyle, they get very upset. So I got out of the shower this morning and I vacuumed the whole house yesterday, cleaned, scrubbed the toilets. And what happens? I get out of the shower and there was trails of paper towels and toilet paper all over the house, shredded. Bo, he doesn't usually do that. What is Kid doing? Well, Kid, as long as she has food, she's fairly independent, like most cats. Now, I did just get back from Clearwater, And I did notice it was so sad this morning, actually. Where was kid? Where was I? Where was kid? I was in the basement getting towels ready for the lady that's staying in our house. And kid jumped up on a chair and I went to pet her and she stood up on her hind legs and leaned against me. And it was so sad. She doesn't ever do that. She was like pawing me, standing face to face with me. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm not leaving. I don't want to leave now. I was so sad about it. I was like, oh my God, my children. Huxley's fine. I forgot about him. But the other kids, they need their mother. They need their mother. Huxley's more than fine, by the way. He's cool. Hey, Katie did it. So of course, thank you, Buckled Up Buttercup. Heather in the library. Love you, girl. Old Poise here. If you have trouble getting your Z's, you're sleepless in Seattle, Joe Virus wins for the night. That's hilarious, Joe. I love that. Kid didn't want to be left alone with the stinky dogs. Probably so. Probably so. But we have a big enough house. She can go wherever the heck she wants. She can get away from them. I know it was sad though. Hey, Summer Savage. I know you've messaged me too. Guys, I even paid for the Wi-Fi on the plane today. I'm kind of cheap and I usually don't do that. But it was hey, Chow Yan Smite. It was a 4-hour ride. So I thought I can't listen to music for 4 straight hours. Although I can. I am a music girl through and through. I love listening to music. I look profesh. Thank you so much. I'm wearing a blazer with a t-shirt underneath with the Grim Reaper that says, I hope you're well. And I just thought that was hilarious. The scarf is very Seattle. It's my favorite scarf I own, Gretchen. I've actually bought 3 of them because it's a Kate Spade scarf that's not made anymore. And it's my favorite scarf in this world. It goes with everything. Mimi, thank you for the super sticker, babe. Mimi7, I appreciate that. I forgot my mouse, so I'm having to use the little pad thing. I know, Hannah Banana. This t-shirt always makes me laugh. So yeah, you remember it, Summer Savage. So I started my period, which was just couldn't have been happier about that. I thought, well, getting ready to board a flight, cool. Like I'm really glad that she came with us. And my uterus is being finicky today. I just have to be honest. Like she's really extra today. I don't know. I popped a lot of Advil. It's still not feeling. I can't think of a better name. I took 2 Advils. I always take 2 on day 1. And I do it right away as soon as I can after I take my morning diabetes medicine. So I popped those 2 and then you'll be proud of me. Before I left the house, I took 2 more. I never do that. I don't take drugs. I don't like to take stuff. But yeah, Shark Week. I thought I'm traveling. First time on a live, MKH. Welcome, my friend. I hope you can handle the conversation tonight. It's not always the case. You look very punk with the shirt. Thank you. I ordered another t-shirt today, Reese. So did you get it on the flight? No, I got it before I left the flight. But here's the worst thing. I don't ever get hungry on my period. Look at this t-shirt I got. Don't talk to strangers. Isn't that cute? Can you show us the view? I tried to, Duchess Diana. I tried. And then I couldn't decide on which one I liked. I liked this one too. No diving. I thought that was really cute. I love this company that makes these graphic tees. I did Bead Maniac, but I also loved this one. I don't know why. I don't know what it means. Roll one for Smokey. Guys, I love fun t-shirts. I know. You also know I love fun hats. Like a hat that, like the other day when I wore that hat that said, this actually is my first rodeo. Autumn Hall, I'm glad you're here, babe. I know I need a card, but I get scared. Judy Lee, it is high up, and I'm not freaked out being this high until when it was light out earlier. Actually, still, you can, if you look all the way down. Oh, that's a pot t-shirt? Oh, well. Oh, it's a weed shirt? Uh-oh. Well, I ordered it. I didn't know. That's a pot t-shirt? Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Is that okay? Are you guys going to be okay if I wear that? I didn't know it was a pot t-shirt. Aaron is fine. I'm getting a lot of people reaching out about Aaron. Guys, I came from under a rock. I didn't know that meant pot. Dang. Where's Jeff? He's in front of me. Okay. Whoops. I didn't know. Oh, great. Now I'm supporting and promoting it. Although, isn't it legal everywhere? I didn't know. Whoops. Um, yeah, yeah, I thought it was promoting fire safety. I didn't know. See, you guys shouldn't be following me. How do I have almost 20,000 people? I am not your leader. I don't know a thing. I don't know a damn thing. It's concerning. It is concerning. What was I going to say? Aaron. Guys, Aaron is okay. Aaron is okay. That's all I can say. I haven't talked to him much more than that, other than I just said, "Are you alive?" And he was like, "I actually am alive, and I'm much better." But he said, "I'm not all the way there yet." See, he drank the whole Starbucks. Aaron was the whole problem. I was just part of the problem. I took a sip of the Starbucks and got sick for like 12 hours. Night, Kafik. Aaron drank the whole damn thing. So, you know what? Uh, I thought it was about fire safety. Whoops. You don't mind, do you? It's not like I'm going to wear it all the time. Yeah, this is a really cool, let's see. Look down there. Oh my God, it's terrifying. Look, everybody look with me because I'm frightened. Oh shit, that's high. Probably just demonetized myself. You know what? It's the name of the game. My middle name is demonetized these days. Jeff's like, "What'd you do this time?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "Did you cuss?" I'm like, "Probably not." Yeah, look at that. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yikes. I know. You're going to puke? All right, yarn prepper. What are we doing in Seattle? Well, we're here for a work trip for Jeff, but I thought, why make it a work trip for Jeff when we can make it a fun trip for me? So Jeff and I are going to work a little bit, and then I'm going to meet some people. I know, it's terrifying. Okay, don't show you that. All right, please.
You're selling.
You are selling, but they don't care what you're selling. Nobody's going to buy what you're selling.
You say they should buy it.
Jeff wrote the software for a child ID system that helps if there's a Amber Alert. So that's what he's here selling. Yeah, your toes are tingling. It's a cool view though. I mean, it's a really cool view. Apparently around the corner is the Space Needle. I'm like really close to it. Your hair and makeup are so natural and pretty today. That's because I barely have any on. Thank you, G Money. I like your name. Yeah, I didn't reflection beware. Well, I have pants on. Don't worry. Usually I may or may not have pants on. So no, tonight I'm fully clothed. We're good to go. I know you see me back there in the reflection, but everything's covered. Hey, Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland is checked out, looking at his phone, not listening. Everyone's saying hi to Donald Sutherland, but he's not here with us.
Hello.
There he is. There he is. How cool to write software that has that impact. Yeah, he's that software has saved a lot of kids, actually.
11.
Okay, well, that's a lot. Panko! Panko, thank you for your super sticker. Let's see, you look so beautiful. Love to you and Jeff. Thank you, Panko. That is so kind, my friend. Thank you. I look Scandinavian. What does that mean? Where is Scandinavia? I don't know anything. Oh, I know. He does sound like Burl Ives. So the worst part is I start my period, and I don't know if you guys know this, but even though I'm married to Jeff, I still don't poop in front of him or around him. Our house has many bathrooms, and I go for the furthest one away. Well, lucky me, right? I mean, I know you want to be me right now. Started my period today, went down to the hotel restaurant because I was starving. I don't eat on my period. I'm kind of the opposite. I know some girls get their period and like stuff their faces. I can't. The cramps make it hard for me. So I'm on the plane and I was like, I'm kind of hungry. And I brought a little thing of almonds. You guys know my rule about being on an airplane and eating stinky food. So I purposely packed gummy bears and almonds to keep it clean, right? Keep it right, keep it clean. We don't want any stomach fluids smelling among the rest of the crowd. So I'm eating a few almonds. Hey, force of delightful nature. And what happens? Well, when you're on your period, if some of you may or may not know, your uterus gets finicky. She gets finicky. And she says, I'm gonna piss off the colon. And they work together and they go, lucky you. So my other rule is I don't poop on airplanes. I don't even pee on an airplane. I won't do it. I purposely will not hydrate on a day I have to travel. So guess who's having to clench the B the whole time? I had to poop. The almonds triggered poop. I don't know why. And I've got a lot of weird rules, don't I? I never thought about how weird my rules are, but they are weird. And I don't know if other people share my rules with me. Crystal, Mo Pop Museum is awesome. Lots of movie memorabilia. Okay, that's good to know, Crystal. I heard there are some museums here. Thank you for your super sticker. Yeah, I'm not pooping on a plane. And trust me, this wasn't the kind you can hold very well, if you know what I mean. But luckily I had my legs crossed pretty tight and I was just like, Jeff, it's happening. And this was into hour 2 and I had a 4-hour flight. So if you want to know, I have an incredibly tight beehole. I held it the whole time. Now, I got off the plane, ran to the bathroom, and I was hoping to blow it up in there. Well, of course, it was a silent bathroom. And then it also says, hey, just so you know, we use rainwater to flush our toilets. So it's like a nice, gentle, light flush. And I was like, oh, great. So I go to flush and poop at the same time because that's what I try to do if it's an emergency. And this is the flush. It's like, whoosh. It's like the quietest. So that didn't really work. So I just kept holding it. And then what I'm trying to say is, oh, I think I got another super chat, didn't I? Well, good God, we don't want to miss that. Thank you, Mimi7. Super stickered me. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So here's the issue. Do you guys want to know? Of course you do. Well, I finally go a little. I mean, it was just just a smidgen, really, because it was a nervous. I have a shy colon. And then we get here and I'm like, I'm actually hungry now. Like I ate all those almonds. I got to eat something. So we go down to the hotel restaurant and I got some nachos. You'd think it's safe, right? You think it's safe in the waters. It's not. So I eat the nachos, stuffed my face. Like I wish you guys could have seen it. I was sitting there like shoveling whole chips and like all this cheese was on the outside of my mouth. Jeff didn't care. He wasn't even looking at me. And I was like, I wonder what people would think. Wonder if people would think differently of me right now. I was like it was like the last time I was going to eat. It was like my last meal. I was literally like double. I'm embarrassed. Okay. I'm the first to admit I'm embarrassed. I was starving. Do you know how many other people told me they started their periods today? You did too? That's crazy. So I know, I know, Chow Yun Smut. My boss started her period today. I called Lady Co today, not Abby, but Cam, beautiful Cam, the manager. I said, I just started my period. She goes, so did I, like an hour ago. And I said, oh my God, we're synced up. So here's the thing, Jildo Baggins, I hear that. Oh, yarn prepper. We're spreading the word. You can't burp now without thinking of me. Please just don't do it around me. Okay. Hannah Banana. Okay. This conversation deserves a super chat. Saying everything that no one has ever told me, but wish they had. Hannah Banana, I appreciate your super chat so much. And thank you for saying that. What's happening here? So what I'm trying to say is I don't poop around Jeff. So guess what? I'm double fisting these nachos, slamming them back. And guess who gets this room is tiny. It's a shoebox. I have to poop. Jeff, I didn't think about it. Would you mind leaving the room every time I have to poop and just stand out in the hall?
Of course.
You will?
Of course.
All right. We're good then, guys. We have a plan for the week. I'm going to be here I'm not going to not poop for a week. We know what happens. So what I'm going to do is, Jeff's going to leave the room every time I have to poop and he can just stand outside. You had your pap smear today. It's a cooterific day, Big Z. It is a cooterific day. You win. I don't really want to pap again. That was not fun. Jeff is a gent, Sandy McKenna. He's a true scholar and a gent. Yeah. No, it's just it seems to be every time I travel, I can't, at home. I pooped yesterday at home, pooped in peace. Totally normal poop. I even was like, wow, I think it's supposed to be shaped like that. I was really excited and proud of myself. It was, the right consistency and whatnot. Oh no. The second I leave the house, it's like, oh, liquid. Cool. Great. Anyway, I know not everybody wants to hear about that, but why does this happen to me? The second I get on the airplane, my colon's like, doo, 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 doo. Why? Why does it do that? Not at home. Sitting at home, it's perfectly fine. Thank you, Jennifer Folsom. Yeah, it is. Debbie, it's a really cool view. Are you going to protest here this week? I don't know, Lori B. I don't even know where there is an org. I know, yarn prepper. Every time you're on your period, your colon hates the airplane too, Tamberjune. I am not crapping on an airplane. I won't even pee on an airplane. No way. There's no possible way I'm going to go blow it up on an airplane like at Whole Foods. I blow it up every time I open the door to come out. There's some hot doctor man standing there in scrubs and he's like, "Hi there." And I'm like, "No, don't look at me." Dennis the Menace. Yeah, you did tell me third eye open. Uh no DNV, my vagina doesn't do that. Yeah. I didn't think about this. When we all travel together, I don't know what I'll just hopefully, I don't know. I got to get over this too. I was thinking about it. We're experiencing a lot of growth and mental growth. I would say like we're really doing well. Sarah, is it Sarai? Sari? Sarai? What a pretty name. Azel. Well, thank you for super stickering me. I don't recognize your name, babe. Thank you and welcome. Um, we're experiencing a lot of mental and emotional growth, and I'm proud of all of us. Gretchen only, as long as you're not crapping your pants and you're just peeing your pants, I'd say it's safe. I like that half. Half, you always come through for me. Reese, you can poop with me. We'll hold hands for support. And you know what? I would poop with you. I want you to be honest. I want to be honest with you. I wouldn't poop with a lot of people, but I really would with you, Stacy. Keep matches with you. Well, Ken Cole sent me a little thing of poopery to keep in my purse, and I had that. But what do you do about the sputtery noises? There's nothing you can do about that. So again, when I was in that bathroom today, I pretended to be on the phone like I always do. I was trying to poop and it wouldn't come out, and the rainwater flushing toilet was like, psh. I was like, "Mom, we just arrived. Can I call you back?" I was pretending to be on the phone with my mom again, so I felt less alone. That's not true, yarn prepper. Hot girls have tummy issues. Live. No joke, girl. It's so true. Yarn prepper, okay, this isn't true, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to tell you right now. That's not true. I had a child, okay? Do you guys want to know something? It did go down, Lori. Um, Sandy McKenna, it's weird to play music on your phone in public, though. That's weird to like blast some music in public. I just did in here in the hotel room when I just had to poop out from the nachos. I turned up some loud music. Yes, I did. Um, when I had Huxley, I haven't told you guys this. Who is Huxley with? Huxley's with a really close friend of the family that I know, and she's staying with him the whole time, and she's retired, and so we're good. I trust her 100. And she loves animals. She loves this. She had poodles her whole life, so she loves Bo. Robin Miners. Did they make your caramel macchiato there? Not yet, and I'm a little caramel macchiato shy, but I'm gonna get one anyway. Robin, thank you for your super sticker. I'll use that to get one. Guys, Franklin, you are in my city. That's cool. When I had Huxley, hey Riley's human. Yeah, it was some nacho pooping. It was a bummer. Good nachos though, I have to be honest. It was some good cheese. Guys, when I had Huxley, I had a C-section because that kid was 10 pounds, 4 ounces. And I said, absolutely not. She reached up there in my last week. You know how you have to go every week when you're pregnant at the end? She reached up there and his head was like just chilling. His head was like sitting there in my vag hole. And she was like, "Oh, he has a lot of hair." And I was like, "Cool. He's not coming out of that thing. I'll tell you right now, because I'm going to continue to get married and nobody's going to marry me with a 10 pounder coming out of that." Yeah, 10 pounds, 4 ounces. Okay. Okay. Kid came out with a tattoo, full on. He had a full time job. He was walking, talking. That's why Huxley is such an old soul. He was born old because he was already a full grown child. Yeah. Tampa B man, love you, girl. I always tell Huxley, and he laughs every time. I've done it since he was little. It's so cute. He still laughs because I still have my tummy and I'm kind of chub. I always tell him, I'm like, "Huxley, you forgot all your shit when you left. There's still a couch in there. You got your TV in there. You left your car in the garage." And when he was little, he'd be like, "Ah, ha, ha, Mom." And I was like, "Ha ha, it's not funny. Actually, you did kind of ruin me, but that's okay. You know, it's choices we make, right? Parenting, whatnot." But I tell him that still. It is kind of sad because somebody, like, if someone doesn't know me and they're like, well, you had a baby. I'm like, 14 years ago. It's not really the same thing, is it? I don't have a toddler. I'm not still breastfeeding. Like, there's no reason to have this thing. We can't really blame it on the baby anymore, right? That would be like me crapping my pants and having the smell and being like, sorry, the baby. Like, I can't do that anymore. I used to do that. You just can't now. Oh, so anyway, yeah. So, guys, yeah, no. She said he was going to be huge. And I knew he was going to be huge because Huxley's dad was over 10 pounds. I knew this kid was going to be huge. Luckily, I have the longest torso in human history. Otherwise, I think he would have fallen out. He was full on, he was a full on adult. He came out in a little tux. He came out in a little suit. Hux came out in a tux. Well, well, well. Good night to you. Falling down. Big love back. Love you always. Um, yeah. Huxley came out full grown with a job. He did. He just walked out and he was like, I got to get to work, but it's nice meeting you. So, guys, I'm going back to what the lady said about once you have a child, you can crap in front of everybody and all that. Guys, when I was in that operating room and they were about to perform the C-section, they had the sheet up. When you're that big, when you got a 10-pounder cooking in there, ready to come out for Thanksgiving, it's not easy to shave. Okay. So I knew I had random bushes of hair in places I couldn't reach. I was like trying to, I was like, oh, I couldn't shave. Okay. It's hard. Try doing that. It's not easy. Now, there were some spots that were smooth, I'm sure. I counted. There was 11 people in that room. There were 11 people in that room. That's dramatic for a C-section. Would we not agree? That's dramatic. Okay? I hired a female doctor because I wanted just a female in there. And all of a sudden there was like 19 men standing around. Cindy, I haven't had a period in years, but darn if I'm not cramping at empathy at this moment. Cindy, I couldn't appreciate that more, girl, and I'm going to sleep better because of it. Thank you for your super chat. So I look around and I'm counting and I'm like, there's 11 mother effers in here. Can we get out? This is a routine C-section. Okay. I'm not dying. And there's bushes of hair, probably like all around my taint, places that I just can't get to. I haven't been able to reach in 3 months at least. You know what I mean? So you don't get over it when you have a child. You don't get over it. You never do. Of course, nobody left the room. I tried to request. I was like, isn't the customer always right? Can't you guys leave? And they were like, we can't leave. We need to be here for your spinal block. And I was like, well, I can do that myself. Thank you. Get out. But alas, they stayed. So, yeah, I am very shallow and I cared the whole time. I was like, yeah, this just isn't going to work for me. Again, I want to keep the cooter tight. So we kept her that way. Again, I was like, I don't know how many husbands I'm going to have. This thing can't be just like a bowl of creamed corn for the rest of my life. I need it to stay slim and trim, which it didn't stay slim, but it stayed trim. I think it's good. I've gotten nothing but good feedback. I've got a whole portfolio if you want to see it. So that never went away. It doesn't go away. And there were a lot of bushes. There were a lot. And all I could think was, it's one of those things. I actually thought about that when I was trying to blow it up in the bathroom that was silent today. I was sitting there like trying to like pray to myself. I was like, you're never going to see these people again, even if you make noise. Even if it makes noise, you're never going to see these people again. Don't worry about it. I was trying to think that during hi, Lacey Silver. I was trying to think that during my C-section. You want to see my portfolio? It's tight. It's good. I've gotten a lot of good feedback about my cooter. Nothing but good, really, about Penelope. Nothing but good. But that's why you have a C-section. You're not pushing out a watermelon and expecting that to snap back into place. That's not going to happen. And you know what that means? No more husbands. You're not going to get any more. So I wasn't willing to trade all that for a child. Of course not. It's my future. I'm going to raise it, of course, but I need to have options as well. And I like to have a good time. So, why should he be the only one having a good time? It's just a lot of choices, and I that's why I only had one kid. Honestly, that's why I'm not going to be willing to turn my vagina into a bowl of creamed corn for these little rodents running around. What if they don't even appreciate me? Look at my stomach from one child. Now, you can't blame it all on Huxley. I just ate an entire plate of nachos by myself. Um, and that's something I need to reflect on. Poor Huxley. Kid was doomed from the start. How is Hux today? He's great. I talked to him on the phone. He's cute. He's good. He doesn't need me though. I'll tell you, that kid is so independent. Did I bring the under powder? I did. Gretchen, I have to tell you, that has changed my life. I love that stuff. And it smells like cotton candy. It smells so good. You blew up a bathroom at Lowe's once? Same. Oh my God. Do you remember that? What were we at Lowe's for? It was like a year ago, and I was going to shit myself, and I had to wait for somebody to get out. There was somebody in there, and I was like, she was blowing it up, and I remember standing there trying to hold it. And finally, she came out, and I went in there and lost control. It lost control. It was bad. It was really bad. C-sections should be optional. Mine certainly was, but I liked my doctor. Um, I loved my doctor. I chose her. I went through a lot of OBGYNs before I picked her, and I purposely picked her because she was so overweight like me. And I thought, you've seen a chubby vagina, you have one. And you know what? That means a lot to me. I had all OBGYNs that were like tiny, skinny, really perfect little triangle vaginas. I don't have that. Mine's kind of rounded edge, it's a little more circular almost because it's what happens when you have a fupa hanging right above. But again, no complaints, no complaints. Hey, Mindy Doolin. Oh my God, Sandy McKenna, you saw a kid at Lowe's use one of the display toilets. I mean, at least it was a kid. They can get away with it. Yeah, I no complaints, no complaints. But my C-section, when she went in there the last week, and guys, I had Huxley at 38 weeks. He was early, and that kid was 10 pounds, 4 ounces. Get that out of me. Full grown adult. He came out with a tattoo. I'm not kidding. Thank you, Sharon. Full grown adult. The kid came out with a job, but she felt his I was going to say his little head. It wasn't a little head. She felt his giant head. And she said, he's going to love you, capital call out. She said, he's going to be larger. He's going to be large. And I said, cool. You're not taking him out that way. We're not doing it this way. I'm just not going to do it this way. I need a future with my unmentionables. And she said, that's fine. We can do a C-section. And that was cool. Ms. D, I did land safely. Nice flight, easy. I really liked our flight attendant, Eric. He was a very nice person. He kept calling me by my name. Bo Beats, I'm saying hi to you, girl. I love Bo Beats. Love you. What was the name of the cooter powder? Well, there's one that smells kind of coconutty was called Silky Undies. The one I got is the same thing, but the smell is their classic smell, which I'm addicted to now. It's called Sleepy, and it's a lavender smell, but it's good. It's a good lavender. It smells like candy. Why is Reese in Seattle? Well, really no reasons other than Jeff had work to do, and I'm going to meet a bunch of people now. Um, Thank you, Cat's Meow. I love this scarf. I own probably 100 scarves, but this is my favorite. Yeah, it's by Lush. That's correct. Were you in labor when they did the C-section? Yeah, so I did go to the hospital like a week before because I thought I was in labor and it was the Braxton Hicks things. What do you do when your cooter falls asleep? Hef, it hasn't happened yet, girl. She's wide awake and ready to rock. I kind of went into labor. Yes, I was definitely it was hurting and I was ready to be done with it. Again, I was like get this thing out. He's ready. He's fully cooked and he's ready to go. Love you, Cindy Edge. Yeah, what a day. That was a wild Tuesday when I had Huxley. He sure was cute though. He was so chubby he didn't have a neck for a minute. He was awfully cute. Oh, you don't like lavender? It's weird, Bo Beats. This doesn't smell like your regular lavender because I use lavender like oils and drops and stuff. This is not that. This is like truly smells like cotton candy. It's very candy smelling. I like it. Lume, cat's meow. I use Lume, not on my tummy pouch, but I use it in my underarms. Bison, I haven't seen you for a minute. How you been? 763 of you in here, guys. We are so Zena Turner, I love you, girl. We are really close. How many do we have? I'm getting kind of excited about this. I've got 19,810 subscribers. We are so close. What does that mean? I need 190. That's not bad. Bo Beats, it's by the brand Lush, Lush, like a drunk, Lush, like a lush. Isn't that what they call a drunk? Yeah, it's so good. It's so, and Bo Beats, I like it too because I research my brands. Um, but who's counting? I'm counting now because I want us to grow in a good way. What was I saying? Oh, Bo Beats, I like it because they're vegan. First of all, they, cruelty free, big, big, big thing for me. And then really good ingredients from what I've researched. I like it. I like it. Small batches, and they put the name of the person who made it on there. I like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah, Zena Turner, we're going to get there, but I'm really excited. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'm hoping to hit 20,000 while I'm in Seattle. And I think we can do it. That's pretty wild, guys. 20,000 is it's pretty exciting. Cool Cooter coming right up. Bo Beats, I really think you would like it. I do. I think everybody would. I just sprinkle it in my undies. That's what my hairstylist does, and that's what she told me to do. And I have to say, Debbie Lima, I love you too. I have to say, every time I go pee now, I'm like, that is fragrant, but not in a bad way like it used to be. I don't like the smell of cooter. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I never have. Really kind of grosses me out. And my cooter can be kind of strong depending on my cycle and when I'm ovulating. Sometimes it's more than others. And when you not a pee aroma, it's an actual cooter. Oh, you got Trini London BB cream today? Oh my God, Jennifer Folsom. Every day I put that on, I get excited to do it. It's like every time it's a new experience. So I put that on my undies now. And then every time I go pee, I'm like, cooter with candy. It's not bad. It's much better. Thank you, BJ's Critters. Yeah, it's a cool view. Were you required to have a silent Scientology birth, melodramatic? I'm kind of surprised more people don't ask me that. And yes, I was. And I was also, do they make that for men? Joe Virus, they do. Yeah, you can put that on your peener. And you can get the I smell sex and candy. Yes. A classy cooter, Sandy. It does class up the cooter a bit. I have to be honest. I do feel fancier. I feel like I have a fancy cooter when I use it. And Joe Virus, you can get the Silky Undies one, which is a way less fragrant. It's kind of coconutty. That seems to go more with balls, I would say. Yeah, that goes together. Uh, not only was I required to have a silent birth, I was required to have a pregnancy assist. Pregnancy. What's it called? Cat's Meow. It's by Lush, and it's called Sleepy Powder. That's what it's called. Now the other one is called Silky Undies, but look up both. They're the same thing. It's a pina colada. It's help me, powder. It's a powder. What's the schedule for Seattle? Must have missed a memo. Nurse Betsy. Sunday, we're all going to brunch somewhere. Mods, do we know anything? Tropical balls. Joe Virus. Joe Virus, you could have tropical balls. That's cool. I like that idea. Mods, do we know anything about the schedule? Can we put it up? Do we know? It's a Scientology silent birth. Yeah, it's a silent I had a pregnancy assist. Absolutely. Yeah. When you're a Scientologist, you have a pregnancy assist. Thank you, Christy Kress. Yeah. No, I'm going to have a great time here. I hope with all this really cool view behind me, look at that. It's wild. I'm on the 46th floor. Let's do it to you guys. It'll freak you out. Yikes! Yikes! I know I can't look down there, but I'm doing it with you. We can all do it. Do it again. Look. Oh, that's terrifying. Ugh. Yikes! Oh, you do, Renee? That's awesome. Yeah, the room is cool. I don't know why it's necessary to be on the 46th floor, to be honest. It's a long ass ride up that elevator. Am I downtown? I believe so. Kind of looks that way. Well, all I'm hoping for is some good shopping. I'm hoping that somewhere out there is a store that screams Reese. That too. The cars look like ants. They do. Oh, frightening. But also kind of cool. Like hard to look away, right? It is a cool view. Jeff, I'd like to sleep with the windows open out here, okay?
Sure.
I love sleeping in hotel rooms when you can wake up to pee if you're diabetic, such as myself, or if you're 75 and you see the skyline. Natalia, you lived, how many floors are there? There's 47 floors, and I'm on the 46th floor. Scientology lets you get medical. Elena Raiderman, you ordered some? God, I wish I was promoting this stuff for. I mean, I'm happy, but it would be so cool. It's a missed opportunity. Coot and candy. That's a good idea, Paisley Turtle. Um, gets medical care. Charisse, Scientology doesn't not let you get medical care. It's just kind of frowned upon. Dangerous journeyman. What? It is highfalutin. Yeah, it's highfalutin, Sandy. What is a thank you, Elizabeth Bates. What is the question? Oh, what is a pregnancy assist? A pregnancy assist is done on the meter, the e-meter, and that's the thing where you hold the cans and you go back and recall all of your births from all 76 trillion years. You know, no big deal. Just any day of the week that works. And when they put the soul in the baby, Paula Puffer, no, they don't really do that. Uh, I have reached out to Liz Gale. Liz Gale doesn't think she's going to be able to make it here, but we've been talking about it, which would be cool. But if she can't, that's okay. So you go on the meter. Pregnancy assist took a long time for me. It's a long auditing action. And you go on the meter and you recall all of your pregnancies. And then there's a portion of a pregnancy assist. Nope, Bo Beats, that'll never happen. There's a portion of it that you do after you have the child. You run the engram out of the birth because birth and death are engrams, major engrams. And an engram is, I kind of forgot. I'm trying to forget this stuff, guys. I really, it's not my thing. It never was. The engram is when you have a major life event like that. So, and it does something to the reactive mind. So you have to run it out. You've got to run the incident out. And then the incident blows. What if you were a man before? Then you recall that and you recall being born versus having a child. So you just recall having previous babies and you recall being a baby being born, you recall deaths. You run all those engrams out to make you a more stable Scientologist. So wait, so you've always been a woman in all your lives? Let's hope so, Zena Turner, because I like being girly. Welcome to my state. Who said that? Pamela in deconstruction mode. Guys, I'm seeing a lot of new names and I'm loving it. Welcome. Yeah. What was their version of birth control? You could be on birth control, Ken Cole. I agree, Jennifer Folsom. Who would want to be in a religion? Hi, George. Georgie's in the chat. I love George. Who would want to be in a religion that doesn't encourage medical care during pregnancy? Did you ever make stuff up during assists? Oh, you better believe it. Don't you think I ever want to get out of that room? If you want to get out of there, it's a good 17 hours straight. If you want to get out of there, you're going to start making shit up. I promise. All of us do it. Do you really remember past lives? I thought I did. I thought I did. Who knows? Yes, that's correct, Bo Beats. That's when someone gets hurt, everyone goes silent. If anybody ever has any kind of pain, that's okay, Sin Aristocrat. Thank you for speaking up. If you ever have pain in Scientology, you have to be super silent. That is the cutest thing I've ever heard. Imagining baby Reese holding the cans on the ice cube. Oh, I was there. Why do you think I haven't been able to feel my feet all day? I've been freezing all day. But it is day 1 of my period, which means I have no blood left in my body. George, look at this cool. Thank you for resubscribing. Look at my view, George. I'm on the 46th floor. Look at that, Georgie. Yikes, George. Isn't that frightening? George, what do you think? Ooh, it's a lot. It's up there. Um, Look, there he is. Not you. Everyone, DT Clearwater was asking, where's Reese? Miss you. Everyone, DT. What's DT? George, you're older than me and you're more up with the times these days with the kids, what the kids are saying. DT, I love that they're asking where I was. George, I miss you too. George, we need to come back and get some okra fries, okay? I'm really thinking about it. I really can't stop thinking about it, George. George took me out for okra fries and it changed my life. And thank you for your super chat, you little angel. Debbie, Jeff, why are you putting your CPAP on with full clothing? Debbie, I'm late to the party. I spat my tea at the screen about the pot shirt. Oh, I'm embarrassed about it. I ordered a pot shirt today and I thought it meant don't start forest fires. Oh, downtown. Look at you guys. That's fairly embarrassing, but we're going to move on from it. I'm a little bit embarrassed, but that's okay. What if you're not silent while in pain, Tam Tam, you ask? I'm on the 46th floor, George. Any plans to eat enchiladas tonight, Acer? They didn't have any, but they had nachos, and I stuffed my face with them because I had raging cramps. And then I came up and had to poop in the hotel room with Jeff here, and that was incredibly awkward. You know, I don't know Jeff that well. So just been married to the guy for a couple of years. What if you're not silent? Well, you know me, guys. Do you ever see me being silent? I wasn't silent, and it was a bit of a prob. You're supposed to be. The other thing that was funny, does Reese have someone to hang out with while Jeff is working tomorrow? I have to work with Jeff tomorrow, which is a shame. I am going to pop out because I have to and see what the local shops are like. But I'm going to be hanging out with people on Sunday and Tuesday. Rain virus, I'm embarrassed. What was I just going to say? It left. Thank you, Pebbles. Boy, it's hot in here. I'm cooking all of a sudden. Wow. Um, Dang, you know when you had something you really wanted to say and now I can't remember. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Thank you, Sue Moss. Who was going to tell Scientology you weren't silent? Me. They put you on the cans after and ask you what you said. Huxley, it was hilarious, guys, because we had all 11 people in there. No, I wasn't silent. When am I ever silent? I don't stop flapping my gums. Huxley, boy, I am on fire. Do I have a hair tie? I do. Hux was over 10 pounds, right? Sorry, guys, this is going to be an ugly pony. Huxley was over 10 pounds. Dang, I turned the heat up to 74 in here and I'm suddenly really regretting it. Huxley was over 10 pounds. And I asked everybody to be quiet, as a good Scientologist would, right? And they yank him out of my guts, you know. Well, first what they do is, and I'm always sure to tell Huxley this when he sass mouths me, they pull all your guts out and set them on a table. No big deal. No big deal. But they take all 50 feet of your intestines and whatnot, your spleen, your lungs, your heart, probably even, and they just set it on the table to get the child out, of course. Don't mind me and my innards outward, right? So, well, now I'm cooled down. Thank you. Thank you for asking. Yeah, it's pretty gross. I'm always sure to tell Huxley this when he's a little jerk. And they pull the kid out, right? Which a 10-pound baby, a 10-pound child, bye, Paisley Turtle, was born to play. He was a C-section, yeah, was born to play football. So this dude, after Dr. Martinez pulls him out, this guy picks him up to go take him over to weigh him. And he picks him up And it's silent until now. I mean, I'm doing the talking, but nobody else is talking. And he picks Huxley up and he goes, "Oh my God, he's a linebacker." Verbatim. That's what this dude says. And I'm like, "Shh, oh my God." Like, no, he's going to be a football player. What could be worse? Well, it's funny because Huxley is now a football player. So the tech works, you guys. Scientology is a real thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Coincidence? I think not. Okay. I think not. Yeah. Uh, it was pretty hilarious. It was pretty hilarious. I'll never forget that. He goes, "Oh my God, he's a linebacker." The kid was 10 pounds, 4 ounces. I mean, it was bound to be the case. Yeah. Denise, dang girl. Yeah, the tech works. Okay. The tech is a real thing. It's a shame that I was declared because I would still be practicing if they would let me in the door. But they don't want my money. My money is no good. So thank you, Marie J. I will have fun in Seattle. I know, Fancy Nancy, it's a hilarious story. So I had to go get that audited out. I had to go finish my, the nachos were so good, Joe Virus. They did make a comeback. I had to blow it up a little bit after, but it was worth it. I look ultra blonde all over tonight, Philip. Is that a good thing? Because you said it in a way that I can't tell if like you're turned on by it or if you're like, you look too blonde and it's a lot. I can't tell, Philip. Do you mind clarifying? If you don't mind, just type just a quick. Yeah. Maybe that's why I try to have quiet poops because we don't want that engram. Reese, did you give George my contact info? No. Did you ask me to? But I did give George Barb's info. But no, I'm happy to do that. I will send it to him. I will send our lovely George your info. I'll do it. Oh, it looks good, Philip? Okay. Good. Thank you. I was worried that you meant too blonde in a bad way. Night Bison, I'm glad you were here. Chili cheese fries, Cat's Meow. That is killer. And I would love to join you in that. But again, just the one bathroom makes it difficult. So that was really funny because I had to go get that audited out. I had to go handle that. And I had to go handle the fact that I spoke during childbirth, which, it's so easy to be quiet when your guts are being set out on a table and there's your spleen just sitting there looking at you and you're looking at it. Yeah, it's easy to not talk for sure. Yeah. I have an ethereal glow. Really? Maybe it's Fred. Fred's been hanging with me all day today. Whenever I travel, he's even closer with me. I can always tell. Yeah, it's a lot to have an over 10-pound butterball turkey. It's a big deal. And luckily, like I said, I'm all body, no legs. I have no legs, but I have a long torso. So I barely could handle it. He almost fell out several times, but I wasn't about to let my vagina be a bowl of creamed corn, not over a child. No, you'll do anything for your kids to a certain degree. My future matters. Again, I'm trying to reel in some husbands. You're not going to be able to do that if you're super loose. Melly Dramatic, after long days working with sick pets and sad patients, your lives always help me. Thank you for being you. Melly, I'm so happy to be here, babe. I'm glad that we're here together. Thank you, lovely birds. Look at all these new names. There's a lot of new names in here tonight. I'm loving this. What's the reason for being quiet? Because the reactive mind is always recording, according to our good friend Elron. And it's always recording. So when there's trauma and chaos going on and you're having a baby, it's recording all the bad stuff. So you want to be quiet so that there's nothing to record. And then you have to get that audited out. And that costs about $1,000 an hour. Thank you, Cinderella's glass slipper. And I love your name. How do you do a super chat? And my husband and friends say I look a lot like you. We'll have to meet up one. I love that, Carrie. That's awesome. I think I have one of those faces where I look like a lot of different people. People say that to me a lot. What was it? Some dude the other day came up to me and touched me. It was weird. I was like, okay, it's all right. I mean, you're attractive and I'll allow it, but I don't know how you do a super chat, but don't worry about it. We don't need you here for the super chats. Just be here because you like to be here. Ms. D, I'm glad you're here from Aaron. Deb S, babe, I'm glad you spoke up. this dude came up and touched me and he goes, "Do I know you?" And I was like, "Nice pickup line." But I thought about it. And I said, "No." And he was like, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Yeah, I am, dude." And he said, "Well, you must have one of those faces." And that's another thing. Is that am I the only one that takes that the wrong way when people say that? Thank you, Amy Kimball. I have like really itchy nose and there's no cat in here to be like I feel like there's a cat near me. Is that an offensive thing? Hi, Lisa Vining. When people go, "You have one of those faces." What do you mean by that? Like it's so boring and generic that it just looks like a copy of everything else. I just look like everybody to you. I don't like it. It kind of reminds me of when people are like, "You look tired." Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Susanna, you need to know that no matter what you do with your hair, it's always so cute. Just a little envious here. Really? Are you being serious? Are you sure? Well, thank you so much. I'm going to trust you because you super chatted me. Thank you, oh, Susanna. Brittany, hey, babe, does a reactive mind only record the bad stuff or does the good stuff get recorded too? You would think. That's a great question. It's Sumas, what he touched you and then he said nice pickup line to you. It was weird. It's weird when people come up and touch you. It's weird when people are touchy in general and they're just like touchy. I don't know. It depends on how attractive they are. If they're attractive, I'm like, oh no, get closer, touch it, get it. But if they're weird and you're not attracted and you get creep vibes, I'm like, don't touch me. It records everything, babe. It records everything. Just all of it. But no, actually, I don't think that's true. If I can remember now. It records when chaos kicks in. When that's right. See, I'm trying to unlearn. He did smell okay. I tested. I smelled him. Um, the reactive mind kicks in when there's any kind of pain or unconsciousness. So it's not constantly recording. That's why, if there's any kind, so like childbirth, death, car wrecks, stubbing your toe, breaking your leg, someone punching you in the face, that's when it kicks in. That's when it kicks in. What was this? Kestrel, can't the reactive mind record a silent moment? It's not an Alexa trigger. Well, if it's silent, it's recording. Hold on. I gotta blow my nose or something. Here's a napkin. I'm gonna mute it. There's no Kleenexes in this room. Jeff said the Kleenexes are in there. It's on fire in here, Jeffrey. Are you hot? Wow. Oh my God, Allison Byrne. Allison, I got your sorry, I just did that without muting it, by the way. I got your stuffed alligator. You and Susie are so hilarious, you guys. Yesterday I opened 2 packages. One was from Allison, one was from Susie. I got a stuffed alligator that said, because you didn't get to actually pet one. I love you girls. Thank you so much, Allison. You're so cute. The reactive mind remembers trauma. Yes. So let me give you an example, you guys, because I'm trying to explain this to you and I'm not doing a good job. You don't want any more marriages? Marriages are fun. You only get a few of them. I'm getting a sunburn. No, you're right. I am turning kind of red. It's not that. I'm just red. Do you remember, Tampa B Man, when I'm on my period, my skin gets more red? My rosacea kicks in and I get more red. Why am I in Seattle, Claire? It's for Jeff. Jeff's here for work, but I'm going to meet a bunch of people while I'm here. What was I just saying before that? Oh, can I recommend an audit to others? What does that mean? Who's Jeff? I'm married to him. Let me give you an example. My OT8 chiropractor said the reason I probably have diabetes, this is no joke, okay? This is how Scientologists think. My nose is so itchy. I think that's also why I'm red, because I keep doing this. It's like I really want to scratch my nose. Yeah, Barbara. I get more red when I'm on my period. So Claire with an I, we're going to meet on Sunday at a brunch place. So my chiropractor said you're probably diabetic because when you were born, which is an engram, being born is an engram. It's an engram for the mother giving birth. It's an engram for the child. So when I was born, they probably held me up And the reactive mind takes everything literally, right? So LRH says it takes everything literally. So when I was born, I know rain virus, it's making your nose itchy. It's so weird. I feel like there's a bunch of cats near me. This is how I feel when I'm around cats, which is fine. I would still live with a million cats. It's worth it. Anyway, he said when you were born, the doctor probably held you up and your dad looked at you and said, "Hi, sugar." And the reactive mind takes that literally. So high sugars equals diabetes. Yep. So he was like, that's probably, oh, you're type 1. Well, I'm type 2. But that's probably why I have diabetes. That's how Scientologists think, you guys. It's insane. It's nutty. Yep. Yep. That's what he told me. He said, that's why you have diabetes. And then he clicked on my pancreas and he was like, I just solved it. He was like, you're not going to have diabetes anymore. I just adjusted your pancreas. Well, here we are years later, and I still have the beaties. But yeah, that's what they say. You know what's hilarious, Witness? I always thought of that too. I always thought of that. How does the reactive mind know English? Old Elron didn't really think of that. I don't know. You try reading Dianetics. It is hard. I did have gestational diabetes. Oh, Susanna. Yes, I did. At the end, I did. Um, it is it is so hard. It is announced in the Facebook group, Claire with an I. It's in there. It is so hard to read Dianetics. That was the toughest. Aaron Smith Levin says that too. That was the hardest book to read. It's nonsense. It's pure nonsense. And it's supposed to be medical, has like a bunch of medical terms. I had so much difficulty. Are you meeting? Yes. Your YouTube friends Sunday for brunch. Yes. Wonder if Scientology takes life insurance out on people. I think so. I don't know. Chayon Smut, he adjusted all of my internal organs. Yeah, Brandy, you're a fine girl. It's a really cool backdrop, guys. There's so many people still coming in. Look at my background. Very badly written, Sandy Wendy. Look at my background, you guys, in Seattle. I'm on the 46th floor of our hotel. Look at that. Yikes, yikes, yikes. But it's pretty cool. Apparently, on the other side of the room, over there somewhere, is the Space Needle. High sugar. Yeah, Bob. Is that the stupidest thing you've ever heard in your life? It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So that's what you pay for. That's what you're doing. Well, that's not entirely true. That would be Dianetic auditing. I know it's really pretty. Thank you, Riley's Human, for checking that you're subscribed because people keep getting unsubscribed. Uh, that's what you're paying for Dianetic auditing. The room is not that great, Witness. It's just a regular room. It's nothing special. I mean, it's actually kind of small, but uh, I'm not too badly afraid of heights. No. Yeah, diabetes doesn't quite work that way. But that's what you're doing when you do Dianetic auditing. You're running out the engram. So the engram of birth, the engram of so then that's sorry you guys, but my nose is crazy itchy. That's wow. You look like you have a happy, natural glow. Your beauty is just oozing out. You're so beautiful from the inside. It must be just overloading and oozing. Wow. Thank you, Jaraz. That is such a nice thing to say. Oh, I love you. I haven't seen you for a minute, Kazri. Happy to catch you live later in the day. Enjoy Seattle. It's an intense time, and Seattle's an intense city. Pretty view out of your window. I'm in Portland. Oh my God, that's so cool. It is. It's a really pretty view. Who does the amenities for that hotel? I have no idea, Chow Yun Smut. Yeah, it's a high up floor. What else can Scientology fix? They claim to be able to fix it. Can I open the window? I don't want to know. No. Oh my God, it's so weird. Sorry. Maybe a cat was in the room. They do take pets here. I saw pets. That's what it feels like. Am I going to need to like switch rooms? I don't feel like I need my inhaler, but it's weird. Was my husband a Scientologist? Cat's meow. My first husband was. Yes. Not the current one. Now your nose is itching. I mean, it could be allergies. I do have, I brought some Benadryl. I always travel with it in case I need it. Change rooms. It's weird. If it doesn't go away, I probably will. Now my eyes aren't itching or anything. Am I allergic to kid? Not really anymore. I used to be a lot more allergic to cats. Like my face would swell up and get really itchy and red. And I'd have to use my inhaler. Not so much now. No, I've kind of outgrown that. I have Benadryl with me, third eye open. I brought some. Thank God. Um, Hi, Krista. You're here. What's doing tomorrow? Tomorrow I have to work for Jeff with his company. And then I'm hoping on Saturday or Sunday to get, well, Sunday I'm meeting everybody for brunch. Did Kid sneak into your luggage? Well, Kid doesn't have this effect on me, guys. She comes down into my office all the time when we're live, and I don't have this problem. I'm always prepared, except for when I have to poop on an airplane. Have any of you actually read Dianetics? Has anybody, Ted has to have his hotel rooms defeathered. It, you know what's weird? Is that an iced tea from Starbucks? It looks like it. I got this in the hotel restaurant and I said, "Oh, Starbucks iced tea, cool." And she goes, "It's just Lipton." And I was like, "Is that just because I'm in Seattle? You guys just use Starbucks cups? Like, what does that mean?" Allison, your husband read it? Mm-mm. Rain virus. It is. I remember Aaron saying that. It is such a difficult. You read it? Sandy Wandy read it? Oh my God, it's hard to read. Mm-mm. Is it too late to sign up for the brunch? No, I don't think so. Not at all. I want to meet everybody. I definitely want to meet you guys. I know, Nicole the Kiwi. What's up with this fake Starbucks? Brooke Elliott, not aware of Scientology until 2008. Wow. Do you guys hear Jeff snoring? That's his CPAP. Do you hear it? I'm totally tuned out to it because it ruins my life every night. Do you hear that? It sounds like ocean waves. Listen. Where do we sign up for brunch? It just stopped. It'll come back. It'll be back. I promise. It nearly kills me. Aaron is just not, he's been sick. He got really sick. Yeah, my nose started itching on this live. You hear that? It's so loud. I hate it. Like, I want separate bedrooms. I really want to show you guys. He'd be pissed. Let's sneak and do it. Let's do it. I mean, all you see is his giant stomach anyway. It sounds like an ocean, doesn't it? It's like waves crashing. Sandy, I did it. Get into the Facebook group. I need my own room. I'm glad that you all get to hear this because I will wake him up or I'll nudge him. You all right?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, there was no noise. I'm like, okay. Yeah. Janine, I asked the same question. I said the same thing. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's awful. It's awful. Thank you, Don Smith. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed. Guys, we are so close to hitting 20,000. I love the view too. I do try to pretend it's the ocean, Bridget. What I do is I just pretend that I said, Alexa, play ocean sounds. And then Jeff performs for us. I don't get it either. I don't know. I don't I don't really question these things anymore. It's better if I just stay out of it. Yeah, I need to get some earplugs. I did know that Nacho's mom. It was started in Seattle. I don't have any with me. No, and so it's so loud. Um, yeah, that's what I do every night. I'm like, I just pretend as I try to drift off, and it takes me a while. I'm like, just pretend that I just said, Alexa, play ocean sounds. And then Jeff sings the song of our people. Anyway, this was longer than I expected it to be, but it's so hard to do a short live. I love you guys. It's hard for me. I know other people, like I know Tommy does like shorter, like short. He does like 1 hour. I don't know how people do an hour. It's so fun to just keep going. I could go all night with you guys. I just get so excited. Now it is 2 hours earlier here, so it's 8 o'clock. So right now on Reese time, normally it's 10 o'clock. So I probably should go to bed. How I'm going to do that, I don't know. With our friend over there, the Atlantic waves of the ocean crashing. But I really love you guys. So I still intend to stream every day. Now, some days it might be on my phone if I'm out and about, or where I definitely want to the day that I meet everybody, at least for a short time, just to introduce everybody and say hi. And Duchess Diane, I enjoy listening to you. It's like you're my sister. I love you. I am like your sister. I'm definitely cool. Cool the front desk, Sandy McKenna. They'll send up an earplug. Okay. Sorry, I have to do it in Sandy McKenna voice. Sandy McKenna sounds just like that. She's a New Yorker. I'm in your time zone, Joe. I didn't, Ken Cole. Because I don't really intend to stream much outside of the room. That's why I brought my laptop this time. When I went to Clearwater, like 3 days ago, if you recall, Cat ACDC fan, I'm so excited too. I was streaming outside a lot, but I'm not going to do that so much here. I know, I love it too. Guys, I really intend. I do have AirPods, Ken Cole, but my ear holes are tiny and they hurt my ears. Like I was listening to them on the plane today and eventually they start to hurt. So I try to sleep in them to keep the noise out from over there. We're not going to name names, but the person who uh, plays ocean waves from the North Pacific. But after a while, it starts to hurt. I have really small nose holes and ear holes and possibly other holes. Think about it. There's a pattern here, and I want you to think about it. Never gotten any complaints. I had a C section. Stack it up. I have a good portfolio. If you want to see it, just send me your email. Yeah. Try to get some. I did take some zinc and vitamin C before I left today, Stray. Krista, it's beautiful in Clearwater. I actually wish I was in Clearwater tonight instead, only because it's pretty here, but it's like 3 degrees. And guess who didn't bring a coat? Because I'm so smart. I didn't bring a coat. I brought a scarf and I brought a blazer because I'm a smarty and I didn't go to school. I know. Yeah. So, anyway, this was good and I feel good about it. Yep, I feel good about it. Penelope is very dainty, other than the fact that she's got a couple extra pounds from the nachos and whatnot, but she's the inside is what matters, not the outside. She's dainty on the inside. She is. She's dainty. Maybe I will find a coat to purchase, but I don't want to because I own a lot of coats. So I know I brought a coat. I was going to wear that coat that I wore to Clearwater here. Now I didn't because it rains here all the time, and that coat hits my feet, and it's white faux fur. Nuh-uh, not going to happen. Not going to get that thing all dirty. No, I didn't intentionally, hippie chick. That's my favorite coat. I am not about to get that thing all gross. It's supposed to rain a lot. Okay, great. Hey, Lori Harless, welcome. I'm so sorry that my nose is going nuts tonight. It's so itchy. I may have to move rooms. I don't know. Buy a heavy sweater. I did bring some heavy sweaters though, Sandy. I know, Ken Cole. I know. It's stupid. It's so cold. I got off the plane. I could see my breath. It's dumb. I know. I'm like, I should have even packed gloves. Jeff is sleeping. Time to poop. I already pooped. Gift shop hoodie. I think I brought enough layers. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'll be okay. I sure love you guys though. I love talking to you. And I can't wait. That's what I was going to say. I feel like we're really going to start the travel thing. I really want to get going on it. I'm excited and I can't wait to do this touring. I just can't wait. It's just got me, it's changed me so much. I really want to make that work. Sandy McKenna and Ken Cole are actually all over it. Reese, I want to shop with you in Seattle. And why wouldn't you? It's my favorite thing to do. We should do that. Coatless in Seattle, Marion. It's pretty lame. It was pretty dumb of me. I come from the Midwest. It's not like I don't know how to dress. But guys, I had so much luggage. I was like, I can't pack a coat. I don't have any more room. So instead, I said, we'll do a scarf, we'll do a blazer, and that's got to be enough. And I brought some. I brought some sweaters. So if that doesn't work, we'll just have to go buy something. But I really don't want to have to do that. Duchess Diana, you would be a roadie if you could afford it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to afford it total, but we're going to try to figure it out. We're going to try to get some sponsors, and Sandy McKenna and Ken Cole are all over it. It is a cool view, Jazzy Girl Sarah. It is such a cool view. I'm already on tour. I'm doing it. Brittany, you're right. I know. I can't wait. God, this is awful. Ann Hummingbird. I love Ann Hummingbird. Call front desk. Most have a little shop. They do have a little shop. This is a nice hotel. They definitely do. Thank you for your super chat, babe. I'm willing. Wait, where'd you go? I'm willing to help with the road show too, Reese. Okay. What does that mean, Cricket? Because I would love that. I would love, love, love that. Jeff isn't sleepless in Seattle. No. Dress grunge. I don't really have a lot. Well, this t-shirt's kind of grungy, I guess. I don't know. I can't believe I bought a pot t-shirt and I didn't know it. That's incredibly embarrassing. Guys, make sure that you're subscribed. And I'm going to show you the view one more time. I keep showing it, but it is so cool. Look at this. Isn't that neat? It's so pretty. 46th floor. I wonder if it'll be easier to see it during the day. Probably. I know. It's dumb that I didn't check the forecast. And if my mom knew that, she'd be mad at me. Go ride a ferry. That would be cool. Pajama Pixie. I love Pajama Pixie. I would love to do that, babe. I would love to come visit you in Texas. Elena, you're a gem. I need to go to sleep. I love you, Elena. I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for being here, guys. Oh, here it comes. Here come the ocean waves crashing all around us. It sucks. It's awful. I hate it. Will you visit the Space Needle? Probably not. I've seen it before. I mean, maybe. Good night, Melly Dramatic. Oh my God, that's so cute, Allison Byrne. That's okay. I love that you're rescuing. Yeah, there is a Seattle org. I don't know where it is in proximity to here, but yeah, I could if there's time. I'd love to, especially if I'm close to it. I will. Teacher nurse, try the allergy med that starts with X and ends in Zol. Changed my life. I have some of that, of course, at home. I can't put the name on. Got kicked out. Okay. All right. Thank you, teacher nurse. Thank you for your super chat. All right, guys. So I guess I'll sign off because it is later. And I love you guys. Thank you for listening to me tonight. I love sharing with you guys. It really means a lot to me. And I love the connection that we're doing. Is Jeff what? Here it comes. You hear it? Oh, that's mild. It's going to get real loud in here. I hate it. I really kind of hate it, actually. It's not his fault, but I hate it. It sucks. It's really hard to go to sleep. Okay. Love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you, Yadira. Love you, Nicole the Kiwi. Ken Cole, I'll see you. You know it. Night, Charisse. Love you, viruses. Sleepless in Seattle. It's a trend. It's really going around. Love you, Sandy McKenna. Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to stream every day. I'm not breaking this. I never skip a day now. I used to. In the beginning, I'd take like 2 or 3 days a month off. I can't now. I just can't. I can't be away from you guys. It's weird. Love you, Mara. Okay, so I will be on tomorrow. Here comes Fred. Everybody have a good night. And thank you for your super chats and for being with me. And make sure you're subscribed. Night Third Eye Open. Thank you, mods, for being here. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.